Hello Yu-Gi-Oh players, how are you today? Here's the reason why Yu-Gi-Oh players lose. They do not know how to play their deck. And you got to be wondering, why is this guy playing if he don't know how to play? Some of you guys might say, well, he needs to play test so he can learn how to play. But yes, that's true. But when you're in a tournament and you don't know how to play your deck, that's bad. That is horrible. And some of you guys might say, well, he needs to play test against competitive decks, so that's why he joins a tournament. Nowadays, no, that's bad. You have Yu-Gi-Oh Pro, Dev Pro, Dueling Network for that. Test your decks on there. And some of you guys may say, well, it ain't the same as in real life, which is true. Points on all sides. Well taken. Yu-Gi-Oh players who lose because they don't know how to play their deck. I'm talking about this because I've seen it. I played against a Samurai player and it seems as if he wasn't even playing Samurai. I played against a Blackwing player and he was playing the bad Blackwings. You know what I'm talking about. The ones that people do not use. And when they do that, you're like, this guy's going to lose. And they do. People play decks, or certain decks, because they win. And people play certain cards because they win. And when you see a player playing a card in a deck that normally wins, and that card is bad, and maybe it's safe to assume that that person is bad, they don't know how to build the deck or play the deck. That's a standard. And there's a reason why that's a standard for every deck. Because that standard wins. And you can deviate from that standard. But don't deviate and make it bad. At least keep it where it's at. Or make it better. Enhance it in some creative way. Yu-Gi-Oh players lose because they do not know how to play a deck. And you have to play test against other people, competitive decks, to learn how to play the deck and to get out of certain situations. It's embarrassing when someone who knows how to play your deck watches you and you make a move that they know is wrong and you could have made it better. Yu-Gi-Oh players will have bad matchups, and that's why you have side decks for those bad matchups to make them better. But Yu-Gi-Oh players may lose because they don't side deck appropriately to balance those bad matchups. Your side deck is your second chance. Your side deck is the, oh, I'm going to even the playing field right now. Your side deck is the second coin toss. It's very important that you side deck appropriately. So what is this video about? Reasons why Yu-Gi-Oh players lose. You don't know how to play your deck. You don't know how to side deck appropriately against bad matchups. You main deck the wrong cards. You main deck side deck cards that might not go against the majority of the meta, so it ends up being dead against any particular deck that is unaffected by that side deck card. You haven't played test enough to know how to get out of certain situations. Or you just give up too easily. Oh, I lost. Ain't nothing I can do. And you just don't look at all your options. And that goes back with playtesting. Playtesting helps you learn, okay, I played against this deck, here are my options. If you don't playtest enough, you might not see that this option is available to you. And you end up losing because you didn't know the play to make. So, really, if you're not prepared to play competitively and your deck is not ready, if you just picked it up, oh, I'm going to pick up this deck and go to a tournament and try to play with it and you never played it before, don't. Just stop. Don't do it. No.